So it looks like our next player coming up is CalebAracous. This player is known to be kind of a clutch player for the rival team. So he does play Zerg. He plays at a level that someone would consider masters at this time, but it is something that it's just that ranking has been very elusive for him. So this young upcoming star, still doing his work at a young age, is has potential to grow. So this is going to be another Zerg vs Terran. The countdown is starting for game number 5 of this best of 9 series, and we're going to see if StarTaledBob is going to bring himself one step closer to getting the win for the Confederation, or if Caleb is going to go ahead and get the next win on Deadwing Ladder Edition. Oh, look at that. Schmix followed me. Congratulations. Ray did, and Sean did, and Nori as well. So, Nori, where have is it anime? So, well, anyways, we're going to get back to this game here. This is game number 5 of this best of 9 series. In the bottom left-hand corner of this map, from the Confederation, currently winning that last match with a very, very well-timed Woodle Mine Proxy Factory bio follow-up, is StarTaledBob. And in the top right-hand corner, it is Caleb calling out one of his fellow clan members for being homosexual. It is none other than the infamous CalebAracous. So, hey, CalebAracous. Oh, wait, I don't have referees, so I can't do all chat. Kaboosh, come on, come on. Oh, welcome, Tuscan. Welcome to the stream. So, this is going to be a Terran vs Zerg, so this is going to open up the same way that all Terran vs Zergs open up, so don't really need to comment on that. I'm going to just start talking about other things. So, what is there to talk about? Yeah, we're going to do the Artosis and Tasteless. Like, talk about something for a long time and not acknowledge the first 10 minutes of the game. So, do you think that the Zerg are kind of like, they kind of resemble like bugs, like this alien race sort of thing? Like, is that the creation Blizzard was going with it? Oh, no, that was a very poor discussion. But 15 hatch in the barracks. Interesting to note that he's not getting his gas yet, so he might be getting that gas a teeny bit later, but he might go gasless. So this would be an interesting deviation in this matchup. We do see that the Zerg player is continuing to drone up. He's going up to 16 before he's going to get his spawning pool. So that's just getting placed down, and he is actually going to go gasless. So this could be an interesting move from our Terran player. Might get his economic opener a little bit. He's able to place down that command center sooner because he is only getting minerals, so he's not getting that gas. So he has more workers getting the minerals, therefore getting his base faster. So that's going to be pretty much the aim. That, or he's just going to get a bunch of Marines and pull the boys and such. But I doubt that's going to happen. StarTaledBob's in a good spot. He can basically do whatever, and we do see the SEV is actually going to place down that command center right now. So pretty quick expand for our Terran player going gasless. It's pretty safe when you're playing cross map on Deadwing, Deadwing being a large map. And I think the only way that you could lose is if it was a 6 pool, not 6, like a 10 pool, but that's a very, very, very rare opener from Zerg. I think Scarlet technically is the only one that does this in a Terran vs Zerg matchup, and that was kind of a while back, so it's a lot less popular. But you know, that's kind of the point of this. So StarTaledBob's complaining about a little bit of lag. Don't know why. I can't talk or anything, but looks like he's gonna go ahead and get that expansion, and he is getting his gas right here, but he's forgetting to put his workers in. So Kaboosh leaves the game. I'm still not a referee, and Rama looks like he will leave, but he's not yet. But we actually see that third command center being started. So this is a really, really, really interesting opener. The fast 3 command centers with the 1 gas. will definitely give an economic advantage to our Terran player. And if our Zerg player doesn't sniff this out, he's gonna get behind in macro really fast. And if there's one thing as a Zerg player, you'd never want to get behind in the macro game. Otherwise, Zerg is just going to get torn apart. I can say that as a Zerg player. So, Caleb knows that there is expansion coming down, seeing that he's the supply depot, and with the Marines right out here, you can pretty much assume at this point. So he's going to go ahead and place down his third, but going 3 base against 3 base, that's not going to be ideal as a Zerg player. So we're going to see if he's able to scout that third base quite quickly here. So welcome, Carnage. It looks like you just got here. Yes, we can befriend. And so is Warlords. I'm glad you're able to view the stream now. It looks like you're just having issues navigating to the stream with the copy and paste. I probably typed the URL wrong, to be completely honest. I just kind of typed it fast and copy and paste it. I don't know how they place this. So, Queen's spreading creep for our Zerg player in Deadwing. It takes a little bit to get that creep out, but once you do, you know, then the creep can start going everywhere because you have so many creep tumors. So that's kind of the expansion, or the way the creep works on this map. Looks like he is clearing the rock, so he's able to get his 4th really quickly here. And we do see the lair is starting for our Zerg player. 1 engineering bay coming up, or excuse me, now the second one's going down. So we're going to see the double upgrades. Metabolic boost is over halfway done, so it'll be up shortly. But we do see the Roach Warren, which is going to be an interesting move for our Zerg player. It looks like he might want to do some timing at this point, or he's thinking that maybe mech's coming up, but it's not. So, but we're going to see what he's going to do with this Roach Warren. The 2 evil chambers providing that wall. Obviously, he's going to go with the double upgrades, and he has a fully saturated 1st and 2nd base, and his 3rd base is just completed. So, a couple of drones are going to come out here. Otherwise, he's focusing on both his upgrades, so he's going to be slightly ahead in his upgrades, but he's basically there at the same pacing at this point. Starport is just about finished up for StarTaledBob. We're going to see what kind of starport units, if he wants to go for medevacs or if he wants to go up further. Looks like Caleb is looking to get a pause here, so we're gonna see what we're gonna need to do here. So Caleb's just adjusting his contacts. I don't know why he's looking at his phone right now. Kappa. Okay, just kidding, just kidding. So wait, do you Rayu goes rar? Do you think my name is Tom? Yes, Caleb wears contacts. So, but, yeah. What else can we say about this game? Actually, not too much. Not too much. Baneling Lance is coming up, so he looks like he's going to go in that Roach Bane. Maybe he's going to do like the Soul Key push that was popular at the very, very beginning of when Heart of the Swarm was out, and it was that first GSL between Soul Key and Innovation. Maybe that's going to be the case. Wait, was that technically Wings of Liberty? Oh, that might have been Wings of Liberty. Wow, I've been playing this game and watching esports for a long time, guys. Since like 2011? No, 2010. I was watching. So I was there when Cruncher and Idra were BMing each other. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to get back to this game now that the game is unpaused. So we do see cloakings coming up for the starport. And he's going to go ahead and get that Banshee. So kind of late for the Banshees. But, you know, if they are going to surprise the Zerg player, they can get a lot of damage done. Otherwise, they can additionally add a lot of DPS into this unit composition, because Banshees actually do a decent amount of damage. Source, I get killed by them all the time as a Zerg player. So we're going to go see here. We see the upgrades are being chugged away by our Terran players. Just a teeny bit behind, but not too much. So pretty much their upgrades are even. But we're also going to see the Spire. So looks like he's going to go with the Baneling with the centrifugal hooks. We see the Zerglings and probably going with the Mutas. He's not going to do too much with the Roach Warren. I wonder if he's just putting it there out of natural reaction. Zerglings are going to work on the rock, so he's going to be able to move a little bit more freely. And this is what I was just discussing. When you have the Queens kind of start pushing out creep right here, it's not going to get very far. But once you get out to this point, you're going to have so many creep tuners, you could just spread them out in every single direction. So if a scan comes down from Marines, who are trying to clear creep, they're going to just have that many creep tumors to clear up. Plus, they're going to have to force open a much wider space. So ultimately, Zerg player will have an advantage once the creep actually starts getting out here and start getting spread out a bit more. And then plus, queens can put down more creep tumors as well. We see Caleb's doing a decent job with that. And now that the rocks are halfway broken down, he's probably going to look and posture to get a 4th base, though he is creating a set of Mutalisks. It looks like they are going to join his main army at this point, and he's going to work on the +2 as well. So +2/+2 for both players. Combat shield is 30 seconds in, so that's not going to kick in for another bit. It looks like my boss texted me, so I'm going to have to do something really quick in between games. But we're going to continue this cast. These Mutalisks are actually going to take out the Banshee, so Banshee doesn't get too much damage done. So not the best investment at this point, but hey, what else can you do? Try to get some. At this point, you already have a 3-base economy, so that's kind of how things work. So like I said, look at this creep. It's so spread out. There's so many tumors. It's absolutely incredible right now. It's 12 minutes into the game. The only way he could do, like, spread the creep further is if he had an overlord dropping creep and he had a queen preemptively walk out to the middle of the map, put his creep tumor down and start pressing up like that. So Mutalisks are going to try to do some damage, but a missile turret's going to ward them away, as well as these pack of Marines. So nothing new there. Marines being made 5 at a time. Drilling claws is just being started, and we see the +1 air attack is being researched at this time. So Zergling checking, waiting for that 4th. He's not going to see that 4th coming up in a while. We do see the command center is just starting, so he's probably going to put his base right here, so it's going to be tucked away more. And Deadwing's a good map to get that 4-base economy going. So another Zergling's going to come out. It's going to place himself right here, just waiting for the army to move out. So he'll have that timing. And we'll see that the Mutalisks and the Lings and the Banelings are just going to chill out right here. Scan goes down. Doesn't see too much. He sees the 4th base. He sees the army. And he sees that there's an upgrade being made, but that's about it. So not the best scan, but he does see that the 4th base is up and operational. So he's probably realizing he probably needs to kind of do something. I like this. The overlords are actually going out in all different directions here. So getting that vision, if you're Caleb here, CalebAracous, this is how much of the map you can see. This is absolutely incredible. The more vision you have, the better decision making you can make. So it's always good to have vision as Zerg, or basically any player at this point. So, massive amount of Banes are happening. 8 Banes being morphed, as well as the 11 that are currently alive right now. And we're going to expect more on the way. Another set of Zerglings are going to roll in. We see more Banelings coming right through. Excuse me, and Burrow's being researched. So, Mutalisks are going to do a little bit of damage here. They're going to come out, though. But these Zerglings are going to start running in with the Banelings following behind. They're going to go right over the Widow Mine, and the Widow Mine's not going to go off. It discharges on a couple of the Lings, but the Banelings come through. They're untouched, but these splits are actually pretty good. The Banelings are going to try to take out as many Marines as possible, but they're pretty much going to stand at this point. So not the best attack, but the Mutalisks kind of do some damage too. So 125 to 148 supply with CalebAracous in the lead on the supply count. But there are more Marines for a higher army supply for the Terran player. So a swing would be very detrimental for CalebAracous at this time. So, but it is a 44 worker count with mills. That kind of puts them around the 52, 54 worker count at this time. So it's going to be one of those close calls right now, I feel. So more Banelings being morphed in at home, as well as the Lings. And now the Terran player is just kind of trying to recover from this. He's going to start pushing out a little bit, but the Mutalisks is going to come in and take out even more SCVs at this 4th base. He's starting to focus down the command center, but actually chooses to get the medevac, so good move here. But he's going to have to GTFO at this point in time. He doesn't want to lose any of those Mutalisks. Widow Mines are going to go down, protecting the 4th base at this time. So using the Widow Mines defensively will help, but that's just kind of less army opportunity or army positioning abilities going forward, because using those Widow Mines when you're pushing with your army is a way to be able to get to kind of zone out the Zerg player, trying to get better engagements going. So kind of a loss at this point, but the Widow Mines are going to go off on the Mutalisks, and they go in the orange. This is not very good. They're going to take out that last Widow Mine here, but the Actually taking out all 3 Widow Mines here, but losing too much at this time. So, oh crap, phone call. Give me 1 moment, guys, as I follow along. Alright, I apologize for that. I was trying to catch the match as well, trying to observe for you guys as I was talking to my boss, calling me on a Friday. How dare he? Just kidding, just kidding. Well, anyways, these Mutalisks, he's going to lose kind of a handful of them, but he is certainly in the lead right now, leading by almost 100 supply at this point, so he can kind of lose some of these Mutalisks at this point if he really wanted to free up some supply. We do see that he went up to Hive, and chitinous plating is being researched, so he's going to make a switch to Ultralisk. I think that's going to be the nail in the coffin at this point. He already has a couple of them out here, and it looks like when I was not looking, he went up to 3-3, and the Terran player is also at his 3-3. So full upgrades for both players, but the chitinous plating for the Ultralisk will get him up to 3-6, because you always say attack first apparently. And Mutalisks are going to work on these missile turrets, and he's going to get that last one, get a couple Mutalisk kills, and this is a very Marauder heavy army. So, you know, honestly, the Ultralisk might not do too much damage, but the Banelings and the Zerglings will at this point, because there's not as many Marines, which is kind of the full DPS, and so the Ultralisks are going to kind of be here to tank. So Banelings go in, they're going to roll into whoever because there's just too many of them, and that's going to be GG. So CalebAracous coming back for Rival Gaming. It is now 2-3, still in favor of the Confederation, but CalebAracous might have gone a little too far. He might be bringing it back for Rival Gaming. Will he actually do it? We'll kind of find out and see. And just a heads up, if I get disconnected here, it's because I got to do something really quick for work. So I'm gonna be talking while waiting for this to get set up at the same time. So we're gonna try to multitask here. So so all right, it looks like I am set.